believe it or not, it's been 21 weeks with these white turkeys. We were on top of the mountain, and now we're slowly making our way down. And that's the way we've been doing it. We've been doing it with our pigs, we've done it with our cows, we're doing it with chickens, we're doing it with turkeys. Moving them closer to the barn and to our portable fridge. Oh, really? The last day that I'm moving these turkeys and the clip breaks. You got an extra clip. These big white turkeys are the Cornish cross of turkeys, just a fast growing turkey. They're from McMurray Hatchery. And today's video is Butcher Day. Turkey butchering processing day, because this is how we get our meat for our family. Another thing we're doing today is we're gonna be trying out some new equipment. We first started off with 15 of them and lost half of them probably within the first few weeks of having them. But after that, we put them on grass and they were fine. They're a really hardy bird after a certain point. Also, we're about 47 days till Thanksgiving. We have a couple turkey cones. This one I made, handmade last year. It worked extremely well. I used some plastic, some zip ties, and made my own cone. And then Hatching Time just sent me this one. This is their turkey cone. We're gonna give this one a rest, install the backing. Yeah, you could use a traffic cone, but for me, I don't like the way that looks because it looks like a traffic cone. But it looks like I did get the measurements right. I just kind of eyeballed this one. Look at this. Looks like a shiny brand new Cadillac. This one is from Stromberg's. We're trying this one out on turkeys. It seems like it's a little small, but it looks solid. It looks heavy duty. Plus it has wheels and handle. Look at that. And thoughtful plastic corner braces so you won't cut your hand on the metal. Now last year for a scalder, we used a 55-gallon barrel and also my homemade pig scalder. Now, that worked wonderful, but I think we have earned the right to get a legit scalder for butchering our chickens that we do, turkeys. Ooh, we fancy now. we are fancy. This one's from Stromberg's as well. Plucker's from Stromberg's, Scalder's from Stromberg's. It has a dial temp. They were initially going to send me the bigger one. They have a bigger one that's twice as big for turkeys. But I needed 220 volts. And I'm not hooked up. I'm not hooked up for 220 here. We're going to see if it works for turkeys. And the most important thing, we need to plug in our cooler. By far the best, most important build. You got to turn it up. Currently 73 degrees, and it'll get down to 31. We're not butchering any pigs this fall because we already butchered them this last spring. Plus our Cooney pigs are not nearly ready. They're a slow growing breed, and I'm thinking they won't be ready till next fall. Now these turkeys, these heritage breed turkeys, we have 6 of them, they are not ready. They are a few weeks behind our white turkeys, and they're a lot slower growing. It took a while for them to get an appetite, but now they got it. We raised these turkeys in a movable coop, and I've been moving them twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, feeding them on all organic diet. It does take a lot longer to grow a turkey than a broiler chicken, but you're also getting something 2-3 times the size of a chicken. So this has been on for about 10 minutes. I thought it was gonna be really quick to heat up, but with a propane scalder turkey fryer that we normally use, it would take maybe 25 minutes to heat that up to about 150. This one, I think it's gonna be a couple hours. So good thing that we didn't do a workshop.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
I guess I thought it would heat up a lot faster because you plug it in and it's electric. So much for starting early. Now we're gonna start at maybe like noon. If you get new equipment, it's best to test it out beforehand. So that way on butcher day, like today, you're not wondering if it's all gonna work correctly. We're looking at about 2 hours has gone by. Let's check this water. That green light will turn red, but we'll check it with a thermometer. All right, looks hot. We're there. We're at 158. So we can lower that. Great about this, as long as it's plugged in, it's gonna maintain that heat, and I don't have to keep on turning the propane tank and then checking it with a thermometer. Whether you're doing 5 turkeys or 100 chickens, the process is still the same. And processing your own meat is really hard, but it is very satisfying to know that you raised these animals in a good, healthy way, and we're making our land better with every move. That makes everything that we're doing worthwhile. I would say this one is not one of our bigger ones. This is definitely a female, and we might have to pick some of her feathers out. Oh, there we go. She fits. No, these should be easy plucking turkeys, because they're the Cornish cross of turkeys. Let's try this new plucker. Let's turn it on.
Maybe turn it on first and then put it
Yeah. Sometimes with pluckers, if it's a big chicken or turkey, you got to turn it on first. Kind of have to guide it in there a little bit, but that's with all pluckers with turkeys, unless it's a giant plucker. Okay, so you got to make sure you wear eye protection with turkeys. Gloves would be helpful. Dinosaurs. Also tying up the feet. I'd recommend that with a string or a wire or a bungee. Just kind of wrap it around, and then something else to hold it in place. It does take a little bit to get going in the morning, no matter how many times you've done this. So I would suggest taking off some of the bigger feathers. Today at homeschool, actually we're not teaching Penelope how to do a turkey, because she's been doing it her whole life. But for homeschool, we're butchering turkeys today. How you feel, Penelope?
Fine.
You feel good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. How about you, Mom? How you feel?
Fine. Great. I feel great. This is good. I'm glad we get to harvest our turkeys for our Thanksgiving table. I love being outside. It's breezy and the clouds keep going over the sun, so it's really nice.
The first turkey done. Lauren, do you like a big turkey for Thanksgiving or a small turkey? A 30-pound turkey or a 15-pound turkey?
What about a 20-pound per turkey? Yeah, 20-pound turkey is good. I think that was, what was our turkey? Well, what was our turkey last year? Was it 15 pounds? 10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Oh, that's not bad. Another 8-pounder.
10 pounds, 8, 10 pounds, 15 pounds. These are heritage turkeys, so they don't look like turkeys from the grocery store. I don't remember.
If it was 15 pounds, then I liked that size. That was good for just us. But if our company, okay, so this guy's done. We're gonna get these out with our tweezers at quality control. But that's it. Can you get the lid for me?
Last turkey. That's it. We got through it. What's cool about the Scalper, it has a faucet down there, so you just open that up and all the hot water comes out to empty it. It's pretty nasty. It was just a little bit of user error in the beginning, but it definitely held the temp, and it's big enough for at least one turkey. That worked just as good. So I think this is going to be a fun setup for next year when we start butchering more of our chickens. Is we have a legit scalder now. After that last turkey, we need to heat the water back up so that way we can start bagging them. Our favorite shrink wrap bags, screenshot that. For those of you who sign up for our online chicken class, we have discount code on there. We're looking for a turkey bag. There we go. These are the turkey bags, just giant bags. This is quality control.
Oh gosh, don't drop it, Jason.
I know. It's so heavy. Look at this turkey, man. We raised this. Every time we use these particular shrink wrap bags for our chickens, turkeys, I mean, they feel tight. Sometimes when you clean out the crop, you'll find strange things. Sometimes in the chickens, we'll find the glass, little pieces of glass that they've been eating. This one, look at what we found. Look, this looks like a plastic or maybe even a wire, like that, like a cut off end to like a wire piece.
I'm gonna make my next big pot of soup in there.
Now let's weigh some turkeys. This is the smallest one?
Yeah, this is the smallest one.
13 pounds. That's good.
Yeah. 16 pounds. 19 pounds. It's almost 20 pounds.
Is it heavy?
No.
Oh.
I mean, well, they're all heavy.
Which one's our Thanksgiving dinner? A 13 pounder?
Yeah, 13
The smallest
pounds.
one?
Yeah, that'll be enough for us three.
So we got 18, 19, 13, 16, and 19.
Okay.
So 2 19 pounders. These were 21 weeks. Last year we processed our turkeys that were heritage breed turkeys. Those were at 20 weeks. Because these are the Cornish cross of turkeys, I think these are more breastier, and that's the same thing with Cornish crosses versus the heritage breed chickens. The heritage breeds may be like a longer bird. Same thing with these guys. These are more breastier, more plump, but they're not as long. You got it.
That was very heavy.
And then we still have our brown turkeys that we need to process and butcher, so not quite done with the turkeys this year, but we're getting close. Towards the end of the day, it's a long day, even if you're just doing 5 turkeys. But it's always weird to see an empty chicken coop towards the end of the season. In the meantime, we're still gonna run our turkeys pretty much on top of the pasture area, because this is where it needs it the most. Man, it's been so dry lately. We have no rain, and there's no rain in sight. I mean, you can look at the grass. It's very, oh look at, there's deer. There's deer over there. But the grass is very dry and brown. Maybe I'll go hunting this year, guys. What do you think? Maybe I'll catch a deer. This type of video, I realize, can do one of two things. It can inspire you to make you, maybe inspire you to want to do this for you guys, for your family. Maybe teach others on how to do this, or support a local farm that produces turkeys and sells them. Or it can make you want to be vegan. Either way, I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you guys are watching. Thank you guys. We appreciate you. We love you. And we'll see you guys on the next one.